Hello, everyone. I'm good. How's everyone in the chat amongst the audience? um, if I look a little different, it's because I had to change my camera settings last minute. Sorry for being a few minutes late. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Welcome to my news stream. I'm going to be playing a game that I've been meaning to play for a while now, and it's going to be very interesting because right now I just need to do something cool and boot the game up because I don't want to be any later than I already am. What's up? Hopefully my mic's coming in okay. Oof. Okay. Let's get going. Good old blank screen. Let's see. Yep, there it goes. Okay. Confirm. No. So the computer's barely visible. Okay. I guess it's good. Please enter current time. It is until noon. That's my mouse not coming up normal. It's weird. I have to do that. It's AM, not PM. Stop doing that. It's AM. Okay. There. All right. Finally, settings. Let's hope that I can use. Yeah, there we go.
This is the story of a man. This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story.
Say. Yes, that's good. Begin.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor.
How's the game volume? I know I set it really low, but sometimes when I think I set it low, it's like
this is what
weirdly intermingled with my mic volume. And it can be kind of high, even though I set it low.
Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. Controls are very basic.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it
Stanley
mean?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, imagine playing this in VR. I hate Mondays. I don't know, I kind of like Mondays. Well, I don't mind them.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Why not be a rebel and
This
go to
was
the
not
right?
the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
The lounge! It's all blue.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend
Drink
a few
machine
moments
doesn't
here in
work.
this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Ugh. Very plain room.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What about the one over here?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust
Hold on. Check something.
in someone
Okay.
else can be difficult, but the fact is, this is the story of a man named Stanley.
I feel like the music should be down some.
Is that the
Feels
story
like
has
that's
been
better.
about nothing but you all this time. Really?
Ta-da!
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that
But I want to
convinced that I want something
explore.
bad
It's
to happen to you?
funny.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm
This
on
is the
your
dingiest
side.
place.
Give me a
It's not
chance.
beautiful at all.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
Red
Stanley
door,
walked
blue door.
through the red door.
I like both colors, but...
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
What the fuck?
Stanley
That's
walked
trippy.
through the red door.
I don't know. Fine.
Oh, thank God.
It'll
you are
probably
willing
just
to listen
spit
to
me back every time
You
I
see
choose
that I
blue.
really
That'd be
have
funny.
wanted you to be happy all this time. The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't
Decisions.
here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
I'm
you
going
see
in
that it's
circles.
killing
What the
us, Stanley?
fuck?
I just
Uh-uh.
wanted to stop.
No, I want to go
would
back.
both be so much happier if we just stopped. And
No.
I think I have a solution.
I'm going in circles
Here,
backwards. What the
let
fuck?
me show you.
Okay. What?
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If if we just stay right here, right in this moment,
Ah.
in this place, Stanley, I think I
Pretty
feel
lights.
happy. I actually feel happy.
Must be some renovations to have this in an office. Funny. What now? This is weird. Ooh. More lights. I need out. I want to go back. This is weird. Okay, achievements. Neat.
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
But that's the point of Stanley Parable, isn't it? To do weird shit? Up we go!
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
I'm not taking anything from you, man. I'm just playing
Please,
as Stanley.
Stanley, think about what you're doing. No!
Oh.
Thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment.
Ah, this shit is so weird.
Please get back to the other room.
To think that's like a game mechanic. Oh, this is some dark humor. Oh, man. Can I, like, do other shit besides jump off of stairs like a nut job? But there's no, like, there's nothing else but just pretty lights and shit.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both
But
be
there's no
happy.
freaking
We really
exit,
can.
dude.
If we stop moving,
I want to
we
explore
just have
and
to
shit.
stop moving.
No.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
It's not me, it's the game, dude.
No.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
What are you doing? Do
The
you just
parable
not
of it all.
believe me? What can I say to convince you?
It's not me. Going up. Shit's weird. Here I go again.
Stanley,
Oh.
let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Oh, this is bizarre. I almost don't want to do it again. I think there's like a thing
My
to...
God. Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
That's some dark humor, dude.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get
Oh my
along.
goodness. Let me adjust my mic. Hold on.
It looks
God,
like
I
you
was
wanted
almost
to make a
hunched
choice
over the
after
entire
all.
time.
Well, this one is yours.
There we go. I don't know what else to do. Bashing my brains in out of boredom is part of the game, I guess. Up we go! Oh, this shit's wild. Way wacky wild ventures of Stanley. Again. I guess. I don't know.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
There it goes. And we respawned in our office. It needs more than just that painting. Ugh. It's too gray. Needs color.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
What
to
could
go
it
to the meeting room.
mean?
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Boop. Boop, boop. Eh. There we go. Keyboard. Oh, I didn't input. Doki? Anyways. I'm just seeing what would happen.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's try the left, see what happens. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Hello?
Feeling a wave
Boss?
of disbelief,
Where are
Stanley
you?
decided
I need
to
a
go
word.
up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it pull up inside you. Fuck that. Yeah, that's the last thing you need to do at work. Some employers expect that of you. It's really sad. Can't really do anything in here. Ah. Can't really do anything with that door.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Wait a minute. Isn't there like a little pick-me-up you can do down here? I think. I thought there was. Never mind. Eerily
But Stanley
red.
just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post.
Oh no,
during work
not my
hours.
boss,
He
who
might be
is
fired for
clearly
that.
not
And in
around.
such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Flipped
And as
right
Stanley
out of
pondered this,
existence.
he began to
What
make other
happened?
strange observations.
Am I looping?
For example, why
What is
couldn't he
this?
see his feet when he looked down?
Why is there a
Why
car?
did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Why is there a car?
No, Stanley said to himself.
Can I go for a
this is
broom and
all
car?
too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Oh
he
my!
yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers were
This is all
gone.
looping.
He wasn't
I'm going
to lose
back.
his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to
Son of a
himself,
bitch, I can't go
suppose
back.
I'll wake up soon. I'll have to
No.
go back to my boring real-life job.
No,
pushing
no, 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 I
buttons.
don't want to
I
loop.
may as well enjoy this while
Looping
I'm
is
still
weird
lucid.
and bad.
So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
I'm
Then
floating.
he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun,
Stars.
and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
What the
How was
fuck?
he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest
This is
question of them
trippy.
all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice
My
spoke
thoughts,
to all
I
people in their
think.
dreams,
I don't
the
know.
truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take
I
responsibility
can't
for
go
himself?
back. Blah.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself
What's with
too.
the
Surely, if he could just...
weird? Those clocks.
prove it.
What's the point in
He would
those?
prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Let me wake
I'm
up.
through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
I
want
could never
my
do a desk
apartment
job like
and
that,
my wife
ever.
and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Same
I am
humdrum
okay.
shit. Nah. Yeah, that was just cope. The dude
Stanley
was in
began screaming.
copium mode.
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must
Shit's
be real.
going
I
red.
must be. Can anyone
Oh
hear
no!
my voice? Who am
Hello!
I? Who am I?
Hello!
And
Ah!
everything went black.
Ah! Oh no.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real
Yeah.
and what isn't. It was
We're
comforting to think
Stanley,
this,
and we
in a
collapsed
certain
on a
way,
sidewalk.
seeing this man made her feel better.
Apparently.
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Well, that was a thing. Oh, wow. Look, it's our office. Again. Anyway. Doop-de-doop-de-doo.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Who needs them? Eh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nah.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps
Let's
he wanted to stop
deviate
by the
even
employee lounge
farther.
first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, This room.
So blue, so gray,
Room. What
so
a
boring.
Gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Should we? Nah. Yeah.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
He wasn't fired years ago.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do
couldn't
want
open
to
the door.
help you,
Oh well.
to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
As long as I don't get into anything trippy.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
But... blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No?
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Red, okay. But why give blues an option then?
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us?
Oh no, am I gonna repeat the same shit?
I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Should I go through that door? Is it the, like, pretty lights room?
What do we want? What are we
It is the pretty lights room. I don't want to go there. Fuck that. I already been there. I don't want to repeat. Let me back out! Dang it, man. What the
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Okay, very pretty. Okay, just...
right in this moment with this place, Stanley... No, wait. Where are you going?
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's you and me, staircase all over again. Weird.
The game will reset. We'll lose all...
Let's go back. I don't want to repeat that.
All of his co-workers...
There's other
what could it mean?
Places I can go
Stanley
to.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Briskly. Want to do something else.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
Tips for getting not fired.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
It's one hell of an office. Very lavish and cryptic, with tall ceilings.
To discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, Unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known
this is
was
mighty
that the
fancy.
keypad behind the boss's desk
Look at all those
guarded the
drinks.
terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Oh, I have to use my mouse. My bad.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer
Because the
luck.
narrator told it.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
This office building must be a bajillion yards long because, damn, dude. Use my mouse again. Jeez. Trying to use my controller. Where are we going? Where's Stanley going? Let's
Descending deeper
see.
into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Let's
Stanley walked straight
see.
ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
This is just... this is cartoonish. Holy shit. This is what you'd see out of like an Acme Warner Brothers cartoon. Mind Control Facility. Yes, step into my lair. Wow. There we go.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Strength. Do we have to push the button again? I guess not. Maybe just like move forward. Okay. Big button.
The monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number
Fired.
of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives
Holy
of so
shit.
many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
It's
and Stanley,
dystopian like.
eternally monitored
It's
in this
crazy,
place where
man.
freedom meant nothing.
Look at those numbers. Woo! That's crazy. What the fuck? What now? Move forward even more in this wacky, weird place. Ah.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was
Mind
this the only reason
control?
he was happy with his
What?
boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I think I'm crouching. I'm using like R2.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Certainly not a VTuber with a game controller
spent his entire
playing
life
a Stanley.
blind to the world?
This game is so meta. I love it. What the? Okay, where the heck am I? What the heck? Ah,
But here was
okay.
the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For
What am I supposed to
he
do?
would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Awaiting input. Let's see what op does.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won.
Ooh,
He had defeated the
light.
machine, unshackled himself from
The
someone
lights.
else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power
Can I
that
move
he had
forward?
been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer
Let
would
it
anyone tell him
go.
where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Can I go
Whatever
outside?
life he lives,
Can I go
it will
outside?
be his,
Can I?
and that was
Can I?
all he needed to know.
Uh-huh. Can I
It
go
was
outside?
perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Can I actually do that?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin,
Ooh.
the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Okay. No, I just gotta beat the game achievement. I didn't beat the freaking game.
All of his
Nah.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go
I
to the
want
meeting room.
more.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Stanley wants more. He wants weirder adventures. He wants it
When
weirder.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's try the left, but do something different. I don't know.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Yep.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office,
Ah.
hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Should I go downward? This way or... I don't want to go down there. Ugh. If you're hearing some in the background, it's the person that I'm living with. They're on the phone right now. Hello? Can I go through that door? Nope. Red room again. Ooh. Well, that's concerning. Ugh. Let's go to the elevator. Yeah. Let's go up, apparently. I have a feeling that's gonna loop. Can we get off now? Something? It's the same room. What the fuck? Oh, that was wild. That was weird. That was way wicked wild, dude. Executive bathroom. Ooh. I can open that up. Okay, that's just cryptically scrawled on a wall. Okay. I don't want to go through there. Weird elevator is weird.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any.
Is there not anything around here?
What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. Of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Oh, hush. I'm just exploring the room. There's not much to explore except the weirdly tall ceiling.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yeah. Oh.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, what's that? Escape. Escape. Oh.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Cryptic, but okay.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back.
But I want to see what's at the end of this hall.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
You keep saying that, narrator guy. Is it real? Let's take the plunge. Ooh. Woo!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that its
demise?
no
What
consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture.
Oh, that?
He doesn't know the real story. Trapped forever in his narrow
The narrator wasn't bullshitting, dude.
Perhaps his death
I'm gonna get squished.
The eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Oh boy.
Stanley.
Oh boy.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Okay.
And yet
Yep,
it would be
that's the
just a few
title.
minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for
Okay,
you
here's some
long in
actual
advance,
genuine lighting.
death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Wow. Okay. We got an anticlimactic crushy machine and stuff. Funny. Can we go back? Do something else?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still
We're
save
back at the
these two.
crushy
You can
thingy.
stop
What
the
the?
program before they both fail. Push escape
Were we like
and press
tripping
quit.
or something?
There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Oh, we got squished now. And they got squished. We're back.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
It's just bright white.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
it.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art.
Yeah.
What was it about? But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Nah. Is there not any other door? Oh no, it closed on me. What the? I have to be in the meeting room again.
There was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Yeah,
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Needs finishing with the walls, though.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty
Can I take that broom? It's really nice.
To still be here.
Snazzy broom. Snazzy broom. Snazzy broom.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything.
But I want to take the broom with me.
To interact with, he'd be just
Never mind. I can't pick it up.
He's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Can we open this door? Nope. Can we go down here?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive
Is there anything
economy,
else besides going crazy in this part?
All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence.
Let's try another route.
Stanley had never seen
There's
the office
gotta
this
be
brightly
some
lit.
more I can
Was it a sign
do.
of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
I'm just seeing what jangling doorknobs can do. Ah. All right, nothing with that. Or that. Or that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do I have to?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to
And
admire
it.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness.
That's just a
Then
plain-ass coffee maker.
He felt sad again.
Looks dusty. Ooh.
For a minute, but eager to get back to business,
What about a Keurig? Those are cool.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Big candy-colored button.
But Stanley didn't want to go back
Where are we
to the office.
going?
He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So
Fuck yeah, man.
Get back, he needed to go
Let's get lost and shit.
From here, it's left.
But what if I don't wanna? But I gotta poo.
Oh no, it's to the right. My mistake.
You son of a bit. Whatever. I was looking at the right door.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
Are you trolling me?
What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
You know what?
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
You better be right. What the? Okay. What the heck? Something over here, maybe?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
You say I'm not supposed to be here, but the door is closed?
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
What? No!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
L1's like that too. R2, L1 is crouch. It's weird.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. What? I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be...
This ain't fresh, dude. This is just weird. I don't love it.
Did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move
I didn't
the
do
story
shit.
somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh, finally. Speaking my language, narrator dude. This is looking more like Backrooms, though. Ugh. I should play that next. Oh, this is a ruse. Very funny, narrator dude. Very fucking funny.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again.
This is just Backrooms.
This. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
What? I was exploring Backrooms. Dude, come on. Stanley's not happy. I'm not happy.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is there anything back there? Nope. Narrator, what did you do?
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Oh, this game is so wild, man. Holy shit. Boop. Click, click. Clicky, click. 420, what? You can't click it? Aw. But it's a funny number. It's the haha number.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Okay.
Wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Narrator, what are you doing? It's you, not me. Ew.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Oh.
Do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing...
Can I leave?
How about this? You win! Congratulations!
This ain't no damn victory. This is just weird.
Really so, good job. Oh, no.
For what?
No,
good job for what?
About this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some
No.
people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm
Dude,
getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
again? Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
All right, I've got a solution. This
Oh,
time,
it's
to make
like
sure
the
we don't get
OG
lost, I've
one.
employed the help of the
Shit.
Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the
Adventure!
line. How simple is that?
Yeah! Adventure! We're going on an adventure, y'all! Funky linear path, I guess. Why? I was going off the beaten path, though. It was on
You
purpose.
see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination
Following the yellow
still a
line.
story?
Yellow brick
Simply by
road.
the act of moving
Why did
forward,
it go on
are we
the
implying
wall?
a journey
That's weird.
such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of
Oh, that's
life
just
itself?
goofy.
Hang on. That got a
What
bit
the
weird
fuck?
back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what
Oh,
we
that's
need
just a
right
drunken
now
line.
is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh, this is wild. Yeah! Eee! Fine! Oh my gosh. What the fuck? Where are we going? Am I going backwards? Hopefully not. Ah! What the fuck?
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
I'm not gonna go back.
Wait,
I'm just
what?
gonna check shit
We're back
out.
at the office? No. Line, you do know
No.
we're looking for the Stanley Parable,
No,
right?
no.
The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Sure. Oh, what the? Can I just go back? I don't want to go there again. That's too whack. Is there any other linear path that we can take? For goodness sake.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. Okay. So we're just gonna be back in the office again? Back in our office again. The fuck? Okay. That's, I just don't want to go in that other room. I don't want to follow the line either.
Still missing the doors. Did we make
Yeah.
a mistake following the line? Perhaps we could have found the story on our own.
Who can say? I guess we have to do that. I mean, there's no other, like, pathing besides 425. Tried the doorknob, man. Tried it. Didn't work. Do I have to? Do I have to?
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted
Line
you,
TM.
after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
What?
You know what, Stanley?
What?
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
I like...
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start
I just
wandering
hate...
Well, I don't know. How about this direction?
My boss. Funny Cup. Funny Cup is very funny. Where are we off to now?
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go
the walls are like looping. This whole path is looping.
I'm ready for it.
It's looping. This is weird. Did they do Backrooms DLC or am I tripping?
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
It's like the line just went fuck it, went through the ceiling wall and then scribbled all over. Woo! Liminal space. All over the place. What the fuck? Am I getting anywhere with this?
A choice.
Ooh, this is a round room.
From here, the story is in our control.
Really?
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay.
Really?
So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying
I don't want to
go,
do that.
there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right
Come on,
is the
narrator,
correct
dude.
one.
Come on.
Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
Adventure awaits. What the? You've been playing... Okay.
Oh, hold up. What's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending?
I've never seen this part of the game. I've seen playthroughs of this game, but I've never seen this.
That's really how all this goes? It's all...
This room is so weird. I want to go back.
According to the schedule, I restart again.
Ah!
Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget?
There's just one measly ass chair. What am I supposed to do?
Because it's written here on this thing.
Do we have to restart again?
Well, who consulted me?
Narrator, dude. Make a door. Or open at least one of them.
Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on.
This is weird.
I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Do I have to do it?
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule?
Did we fuck up the game?
No. Will someone come?
Did we do something cool?
Will something happen?
Come on. Something.
So, okay.
Come on.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I
Nope.
suppose in some way.
Come on. Sorry, narrator dude, I had to do it. Yep. Fuck that line.
Stanley had
It's
never
a
seen the office this
troublemaker.
brightly lit.
Yeah.
Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was. When Stanley
Normal
came to a set
double
of 2 open
doors.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, maybe. I mean, sure.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Man, I'm feeling
Stanley
congested. I
decided
need
to
some
go
water.
up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Is there anything down here? I don't want to do that thing where we go crazy again. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. 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 Nope, 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 nope. Oh, look, it's the office. Ooh.
The moment he entered his manager's
Isn't
office,
it like
Stanley
2, 4,
froze
5,
in his
8?
tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for
Oh, that was
Stanley to
wrong.
take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees,
Forgot the number.
bursting into half moans,
Memory bad.
half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and
I'll wait
survey
until the
situation,
narrator says
he
it.
found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845.
I was close
Nearly
to
impossible
it.
to guess blindly
Oops.
ever.
Okay, there it goes.
By simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Yeah.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Do we have to? We just go back? No? Do we have to? I guess since I entered the code. Doop 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 doop. Doop 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 doop. Doop doop
Stanley
doop
walked
doop
straight ahead through the large
doop
door that
doop.
read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, I'm not doing that. I got squished last time.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I feel like I could jump out of that, but nah. Okay, let's activate
Now the
cameras.
monitors jumped to life. their true nature revealed.
Oh.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay. And we have to go there again.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Oh no! You have to go into this thingy again.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Five. It does nothing. Awaiting input. We do it again. What if we went on this time? That'd be funny.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Oh.
Stanley, I applaud you.
Booting
I
up.
really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave.
Yeah,
If
we
you
did
want to
that
throw my
last
story off
time.
track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire
Self-destruct?
complex.
Oh my
How long until
goodness.
detonation then?
What have we done?
Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's
That's
your
out
time
there.
to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb
We can't
goes
turn it
But
off.
what precious
No
moments
going
each one
back.
of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A minute of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
This
Of course,
isn't
that was
freedom,
merely
man.
in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I
I'm just
simply let you
pressing
sit there in
buttons.
your
I
office
have no
forever,
idea what's
pushing
going on.
buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich.
Woo!
Almost
Look
hate
at
to
those
see it
sparks.
go.
Holy crap.
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Why?
These are
You're gonna
precious
prolong
additional
this
seconds,
shit?
Stanley. Time doesn't
It's
grow on
weird.
trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or
Now
did
you're
you
just mocking
assume when
me.
you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button
I don't even
to
think these
button,
buttons have a
screen to
purpose. They're
screen,
just
clicking
there
on
to fuck
every
with
little
me.
thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this
Four
place
is all the way up here. What the flip?
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer
Oh
isn't a
boy,
catalyst to
this
keep the action
narrator's
moving
drinking
along.
it all
It's
in.
just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching
Funny
a
Stanley
cutscene that I
guy
wanna watch
presses
you for every
buttons while
moment that
some
you're powerless.
detonator
To
counts
see you
down.
made humble. This is not a
Oh boy.
challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this
I'm just
world,
gonna
that's
sit here and
fine.
wait.
But I'm going to destroy it first, so you
Just because I did the on
take a
button
look
for
at the clock,
laughs.
Stanley. That's 30 seconds you
Okay.
have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces.
Shit.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it
We're just gonna
or
restart,
don't.
man.
It's all the same.
We're gonna
to me.
restart.
All part of the joke. And
Fuck
believe
it,
me,
we
I
ball.
will be laughing at every second
Restarting
of
it
your inevitable
all.
life from the moment you fade in until the moment I say happily ever up.
Oh. Yep, that was fun.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm not missing a memo at all, man. I'm just fucking around. As Stanley, no less. 'Cause it's fun. Me. Huh.
Oh,
Okay.
new content?
Tickled my
What does that
curiosity.
mean, new content?
Yeah, let's do it. Woo! Load in some new content. Yeah. I'm content with this
Hello,
content.
and thank you for playing The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, The Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Ooh.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the
Oh,
game for consoles
shiny.
and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content.
Fat
that
injection of
expands the world of the
content.
Stanley
Wow.
Parable, delighting audiences
More is
the world
better.
over. Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
It would have been
Well, this
funnier if that
sounds
door didn't
delightful.
slide and we
I'm
just
very
like
excited to see the
do
thrilling new
it.
Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Adventure! More adventure, Stanley! Come on!
Is it broken? What's going on
Dude.
here? Should we...
It should go
be
burr.
moving somewhere?
Elevator go burr.
Oh, here
Come
we
on.
go. All right, finally, at
Yeah!
long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Yeah! Content for content. Wee!
I have to say,
Wee.
initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content,
Yeah!
Stanley.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! Open the thing. Is it open on the other? Oh, whoops. I was staring at the wrong thing.
All right.
Jump
All right, let's
circle.
see it.
Woo.
The jump circle?
Is that the only time we get to jump is just in this circle thingy? Whatever.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
There's gotta be something else. I mean, there's a table. Isn't the table content? What about this over here? Nope.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley,
Yeah, looks exactly the same. What the fuck?
I'm not positive.
But
It's
hey,
just elevators
more
and
content.
jumping. Is this what passes
Yeah.
for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the
Boo,
whole
boo,
dictionary.
boo.
There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes.
It keeps
I knew
doing
there
it
had to be
behind
something
me.
else.
What the?
Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the
it?
new
Oh,
content.
you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion
I like
to
the
market
room.
for
It
no
is
reason
very,
other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on
gray.
the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Oh
It's my
man.
fault, Stanley. I built
It's
up
called
too much
X nowadays,
anticipation around
but
new content, I'm afraid.
nah,
It could
I
never
don't
have
want to
lived
call
up
it
to
X.
such
Fuck that.
expectations.
I'll call
If
it
you're still
Twitter
with me,
too.
why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really
Blue
about.
bird
No
forever.
frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you
Yeah,
say, friend?
I'm not your friend. The fuck is this place?
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Oh. And what would that be? What? Is it more content? Huh?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better
That
the Stanley
lighting.
Parable used to be. So
You
I
would think
made
you would
something
see through those
special
grates,
and
but
tucked it away
nah.
here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Alright.
I call it
Pretty
the
out here.
memory zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite
Isn't
memories
that
so
equal
I
to
can
like the
relive peak
ending and then we
experiences of
just
my
step
life
outside and
whenever I
then
want.
woo, that's the end of the game.
Experiences like
Quote
the launch
unquote.
of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release?
Independent Game Festival.
Remember back in October
Yay,
of 2013 when
woo.
the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Ooh, a shrine.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games
Don't
journalism.
read any
10 out of
reviews
10
except for
from
this one.
Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than
More
any
than
form of art,
games.
Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand
Can I open the
and
door?
all-encompassing
Nope.
the original Stanley Parable was.
Can I get out of
It
here?
was literally every game
Please?
ever created. It was
Please?
Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable
Come
anymore.
on.
It's just a husk now. A lifeless
Oh.
husk with an hour of new elevator content.
What about down here? Can we go out here? Nope. Okay. I mean, it's really pretty.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one
And
that offers
it's
some of
rated
the
a
most
9.
enjoyable, surprising, and
Ooh.
rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game.
Pretty
9 out
bicycle.
of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed
Why are the
to be
boxes
left
blocking the door?
alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Okay.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
Yeah. Can we go down here
Wait,
now?
hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Nah.
What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years.
That's what I
can't
used to
even imagine
get
what's
this
been
game.
collected down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Open the door, please. Thank you. Woo! That is scathing. That I can't even read.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert
It's
into
raining,
the Stanley
dude.
Parable, but the game is already such
That's
a
not
densely
cool.
layered web of profound
I'ma get wet.
philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Where do we go? Oh no, narrator dude. What do? Another one.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite
You're
shocking
fine,
for me.
narrator dude. You can
I
just be
always
kind of
thought, to be
weird
honest,
sometimes.
I had always
I
thought of the
can't go
game's dialogue
back.
as being
That's
rather
weird.
terse to begin with. You can't know how much
That's
fluff I cut on
weird.
the
Come
game
on,
to get it to
narrator
feel as
dude.
light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it
Why
would.
is it that the positive reviews I can't read?
Dear, what an awful
That's
memory I have
wild.
to hold on to. These black
Can I
marks
open
on
the
my
other one?
otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
No, you're not a
Perhaps the
failure,
Stanley
dude.
Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Nah. We could go down here.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Nah.
A skip button? Well,
It's
yes.
sinking.
Yes, I think we can do
It's
that. If I'm truly
sinking.
too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer.
Building
Yes,
out of
a skip
nowhere.
button we
Oh
shall
my
have.
goodness. It's a
And
button.
here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. Oh, you're back, you see. You were
Yep.
only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal... Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The
Don't
minute
give
I
me
start
this
to go off
option,
on a
man.
thoughtless
Don't
display
give me a
of
big shiny
self-absorption, it's
button,
right at
because
your finger-
I'll
Okay,
do
welcome back,
that.
Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last
Is
one
it
was,
scaring
well,
you, narrator
I want
dude?
to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Again!
Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
12
You've
hours?
just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly...
Again!
Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
Oh,
Stanley,
how long has it been
I
for you,
think it's been
man?
a week.
A week?
Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting
Again!
here all that...
Come on! More!
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here
Yeah.
again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down
There's
in
no
one place and
door.
not moved for one entire year?
Where'd the
Let
door
me
go?
describe it for you.
What the door
To
doing?
begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning
Where is
wheel of
door?
missed opportunities. I felt
Narrator
nothing at
dude,
all
what'd
but
you do with the
regret
door?
for the longest...
I'm gonna skip. That clock's not working, man. What happened? Do it again? Again! The heck? Oh, the clock's gone. What the? Oh, it flopped on the floor. What the? It's the fire alarm. That's wild. Okay. Ah! Try to use the controller again.
But
That's
they
just
didn't
annoying.
understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful
Wow,
demands.
after
But
a long
then,
period
he's
of time,
talking too
he's on
much,
about
they said.
those reviews
First, he
again.
didn't entertain us. Now he won't shut up.
That's funny.
It's the inconsistency. It's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are...
It's quiet. Option to push it again. All right.
Is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
You okay, narrator dude?
Never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Okay, let's just skip forward. Okay. How often do I have to push the button? Okay, here we go. Whoa! The fuck happens? Oh, there's some light. I wonder if it'll do anything if we press it again. Yeah, again. Oh, the greenery. Pity. I wonder if that means we're like centuries into the future or something. Maybe? Oh, where'd the light go? Pretty light. This is eerie. Ugh. Again, see where we end up. Ugh. Okay, that's just eerie. Dick, eerie. Ah. Wow, the button flops. Ooh. We're in some desert wasteland thing. Where are we off to? Nowhere. Holy shit. This is wild. Are we just gonna be going on forever and ever? Nope, apparently not. And we're back. Man, what?
All of his co-workers were gone. What
That
could
was
it
so
mean?
trippy over a
Stanley
button, I
decided to
swear.
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Button for button's sake. Turned up to 11,000. That was wild. New content. You sure about that? Are we really doing that?
Sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
That better be worth my time. I don't want some weird ass button again. That was trippy. Another elevator? And how?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even
Whoa,
further.
what the fuck?
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay. I thought
Yes,
Ultra
you
Deluxe
see,
was
isn't this far
snazzy.
superior to a
But
measly
okay.
re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged
At least it's
sequel.
prettier
An entirely
looking,
new
shit.
experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Different ways for Stanley Parable 2. Woo! Alright. Can we open this door? Nope.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at
Hey,
some of the
the
features I've
sequel.
been developing for it. I figure
Can't
that if
really
I
do
can
that,
loosely
but okay.
organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them.
Show
It'll all
floor?
work itself out.
Holy
Game
shit.
development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical.
Okay. Let's go through this way.
Here we are. Go on. Try
I
out
feel
some of
like
the
I
new
shouldn't be the
features.
only one here. Holy shit. Reassurance bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those
The
who
Stanley
played it.
Parable
Well,
2 Reassurance
I'm happy to
bucket.
say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the
Oh.
Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true.
Can I put
As long as
water
you
in the
hold on to
bucket?
the
Ooh,
many disorienting
shiny and
contradictions of the
silver.
Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
Beckett.
You may even come to long for the
Beckett,
gentle
Beckett.
embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a
Cognitive
much
dissonance.
more convenient solution
Wow.
for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Oh, okay.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
It's an
And in
item that
fact,
I was able to
can I
interact
say that I
with.
do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma
Can I
as well.
leave the room
I
now?
think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive
Please,
as a person.
Mr. Narrator dude.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go
The
on
fuck
and
is
on, don't
that?
they? All this and more await you in the Stanley
Let's pick it up.
Parable 2.
Okay. Alright. Doors open. Got a bucket.
Does anyone give out awards for most
Merch.
enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
The end is never the end again. What's over here? Why is it blocked off? I can't go through. Oh well. Let's see. Where else should we go? Collectibles.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra
Not really.
Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term collectibles.
Ooh, it's shiny.
Now
Whatever
it's
that
a
is.
real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these
What are we
major
looking
Stanley
at?
figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
What is with these walls? That is fucked. Anyways. Collect them all.
God,
Okie
it really
dokie.
is the worst when you collect everything in a video game, and then they give you a big
The
fancy
job
reward for
circle.
it. Absolutely tragic.
Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Where else? Where do we go? More weird, pointless shit. Funny. Hear your name in the game. Will I actually say it?
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is
Just
that they
right.
want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button, which speaks the name
Another
of the person
button.
playing the game. Isn't that one? Sorry,
My
I
name's
should
not
have
Jim,
clarified.
it's Stanley.
Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of
Yeah,
this feature.
I am
Just play
Jim.
along.
Jim
I
is
promise
me.
you'll love it. Okay, here we
Whee!
go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I am
want you to
Jim.
imagine yourself. Jim. Whoa,
I
hold
am
on. I
Jim.
wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact
I'm
of this
Jimmy
button.
Jim.
Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name.
Well,
Okay,
yeah.
we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim. Imagine... All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now?
Yeah.
Get out of here. I'm done with
Okay.
this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
Yeah. I'm just fucking around anyways. with my bucket. Bucking
Maybe I'll
around
only let
with
people
my
named Jim play
bucket.
the Stanley
It is
Parable
shiny
too. They
and I
will
can't help
appreciate
it.
what I've
Gotta
created
have it
here.
by my side. It's so shiny in my eye. I love my bucket. Ooh, what's over here? He stares.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday
Murals
and
of the
Happy 12th
office.
Birthday.
That's weird.
Which would you go with?
Oh, that's just goofy.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Okay. But I picked the Get Well Someday one. That's just goofy. Whatever. Oh, now it's everywhere. What the?
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
We already went there. To pick up Mr. Bucket. It is shiny and fantastic, not at all made of plastic. It is metal, it is a bucket. Me and Mr. Bucket, we've already been here. Where to next? Where to next? Gotta see what the heck is next. New easy achievement. What the fuck is that? It just works. Okay.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel.
What if I try to make it?
To ravenous fans all over
Yeah.
the world who have been uproariously demanding
It'll be funny.
Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
But it won't move. Come on. Ugh, whatever. I just thought maybe if I make it move. That's not much of an achievement. That's just silly.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Haven't been here before. Interesting.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall
Infinite
until the
hole.
end of time
In a
if you
hole.
like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Ooh, Stanley go down the hole.
You see, this is wonderful. One of my more ingenious concoctions.
It's a long
if I
hole.
do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Nah.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer,
We can't
but I
fall
do recommend you
in.
use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do
Nah.
it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
No.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it
Really?
a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say
Yeah.
that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is.
What is it, like
infinite? Well,
80
sort of
billion
depends on
feet
your
long or
definition
something?
of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in
Come
nature.
on.
It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look,
Yeah,
I
I'm
think the
clever.
issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone
But the
would
fact that
actually
this
need.
hole
Don't
even
you put this
exists the
on
way
me.
it does, I
Maybe
mean,
you're the
why not
problem.
check it out?
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the whole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport
I don't really
button
mind,
to
man.
warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Should we go again? Can we? Should we?
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right.
Let's go again.
The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person.
I'm never
Except, yep,
normal.
that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Does the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel
it's
like you
not
spent
as
a little less time in there
wee-tastic.
than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's
Is
nothing
it getting
to do here. If you
shorter?
decide you've had enough of the
Is the
hole,
narrator
you can
dude
hit the
making it
teleport
shorter?
button and come join
Oh
me
no.
up above.
Oh no.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
You know what? That hole is so tempting. Let's go again.
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where...
Twonk.
Oh, okay.
It's even shorter now. What the
I'm
heck?
starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect
Why
that I'm
not?
starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Yeah, let's do
Well,
that.
there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely
It's
even
just a
hole
little
at this point. It's more
bit.
of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth,
But
I just can't see this
the
scratching the
hole.
itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
I'm pressing Y,
Is the
though.
little, teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear
What?
to be
You're
away
leaving?
from the hole, and now you'll get
No.
more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win
Narrator
for
dude,
everyone.
what the
You
heck?
get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
All right, I'll just enjoy my time here. Shit. Screw you, narrator dude. Now what? Oh, it's going down. It's going down. What? Ew. Where are we going? Where are we going? I mean, yeah, changing perspective. Anything else? Change your reality? What? Oh, this is wild. It's like different artists' interpretations of Stanley. That's funny. I want to read Robo Dude. Perspective.
Stanley! Stanley!
What?
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second.
We were tripping and shit. It was crazy.
So
we were a blue Robo Dude, and there was weird music, and puppies.
To keep you really, truly focused on the hole. From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many
and then you
years
left.
here in this hole. And
they were like, oh, that does it. You like that hole more than me.
I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Are we just stuck in here? Okay.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Infinite hole. Stanley, go down the hole. We go up here? Oh, that's where we got the, like, Stanley figure things. This anything? Nope. I guess we go up. Nope. That's pointless. Can we go this way? It has a big arrow to it.
epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
The heck? Epilogue. Can we not do anything with that? You heard Jen in the game. Yep. Yes, indeedy doo-dah. Okay. What now? More jump circle? Beep, 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 beep. Ah, come on. I want to jump some more. This is jump circle. Come on. Oh well. Ooh. Can't go through that door. Can we go through the exit? No. What about through here? Nothing? No. I thought the game froze for a second. Holy shit. Okay. Let's try one more round.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need.
Ooh,
If I
empty
can
office.
make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Make it through them all! Yeah! Should I go through that door again?
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Nah. Fuck the sign.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, the
Stanley
same
felt
shit
lightheaded,
over and over.
butterflies in his stomach. Giddy in a way, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
And do what?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No. Can't open the door, no! Liminal spaces in tight places.
Yet there was not a
Stanley
single person here either.
Parable.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Broom closet.
Oh, no,
Whee!
not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just
Broom
going to
closet
be patient and wait
again.
for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Yeah. Okay, I'm bored.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ah. Quite a loopy loop, eh? You know what? I think We are at quite a mark, actually. Yeah. That game was a hoot, but damn. I think I'm gonna stop here though. Let's get out of that. Well, that was the Stanley Parable. It was interesting. I may play it again sometime, but that's gonna be a while. Um, yeah. And shockingly, it didn't overheat my computer because usually I bump into that a lot. So, I guess I can call that a hoot, but I guess that game would be better paired in a game sesh. So I'll just do that at some other point. So, yeah. Didn't think this one through too much, but not too bad all the same. So I'm gonna be going now. I'm feeling kind of under the weather, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm surprised I have the energy to do like any streaming right now because the under the weather feeling comes and goes, but I'm doing all right for now. But until next time, I'll be seeing you all. Bye bye.